Really? Sure, are you sure? Will you really lay down your life for me? I'll be honest with you, Peter, before the rooster crows, you will have disowned me 3 times. Tan, tan, tan. There's another betrayal in the group. Now it's down to 10. Alright? It's another betrayal. Jesus is about to do his most important work, and the church is abandoning him. The disciples he asked to join him 3 years ago, one by one they are exiting and leaving Jesus. You know why? Listen, you know why? Because Jesus is in trouble right now, and they don't like trouble. They like a comfortable church. Not any trouble. But Jesus, there's going to be trouble tomorrow. There's going to be a lot of trouble. Are you still with me? It's also a night of farewells and assurances. John 14, now we'll go to the next chapter. Jesus says, do not let your hearts be troubled. I know, you're panicking right now. I can sense your fear. You believe in God? Trust me. In my Father's house are many rooms. If it were not so, I would have told you. Guess what? I'm going there to prepare a place for you. And if I go to prepare a place, I will come back, don't worry, and take you to be with me, so where I am, and there also you will be. I'm leaving you, but I'm coming back. Relax. Chill. John 14. Alright? Verse 28. You heard me say, I'm going away. I'm going away. I'm going away. But I'm coming back. If you love me, you will be glad that I am going to the Father, for the Father is better than I. And I've told you now, before it happens, tomorrow's things will turn. You'll see me on the cross. So before it happens, I'm already warning you of what is about to happen. So what is Jesus saying here? Right before chapter 15, he already saw his church dwindle down to 10. 2 traitors were already singled out. And Jesus was saying, guess what? If you follow me, you have to make a lot of sacrifices. Are you still going to stick with me? Amen? Right after chapter 14, Jesus said, let's go. Let's go. Those are the last words of chapter 14. Let's leave this place. And they started walking towards the Garden of Gethsemane. Are you with me? And as Jesus was talking and his disciples were walking with him towards the Garden of Gethsemane to pray, they were walking through a vineyard. And Jesus spots a vine. Next slide. Alright? So tonight's the warnings. Next slide. So then he says in chapter 15, something else I'd like to let you know. For those of you who are still planning to leave me, listen. I am the vine, you are the branches. If you stick with me, if you abide in me, if you're still loyal to me, and I will be loyal to you, you will bear much fruit, because apart from me you can do nothing. However, if you do not remain in me, if you abandon me, if you give up following me, then you're like a branch which will be thrown away, will be picked up and thrown into the fire, the fires of hell, and burned. So make your choice. Verse 7, if you remain in me, my words remain in you, you can ask whatever you want, it will be powerful and it will be done to you, and it's for the Father's glory that you will bear much fruit, showing that you are truly my disciples. Now, of all the teachings that Jesus taught, this is one of the hardest to comprehend. But this morning, we're going to try to embrace this teaching. Next slide. So this was the eve of Jesus' death. Next slide. And most of his fair-weathered, wannabe, I only want Jesus for the blessing disciples already left him. Those who ate the 5,000, remember the 5,000 miracle loaves of fishes? The guys who came only for the refreshment, they're gone. The guy who came for the comfortable stuff that Jesus was providing, they went away. This is the cream of the crop. The guys who had been with Jesus since the beginning, through thick and thin, in rough and tumbles of life. Next slide. And it's getting hot in here because the leaders are now out to get Jesus. And guess what? Judas is helping them. Judas is behind this coup d'etat. So Jesus is a wanted man, a fugitive. And Jesus knows that this evening something bad will happen. He will be arrested. And so he's telling his disciples, dark days are coming, and I am going away. Are you still with me? That's the question here. And now only 11 disciples are stuck with Jesus this evening. Next line. But this is where Jesus says, and shares the true marks of a disciple. She's saying, if you are my disciple, three things will be very clear, will be obvious in you. Alright, now I have to say this, next slide. Now this is something that I wish I had. Okay, Rolex. Many years ago, I used to go to Hong Kong and buy knockoffs, fake Rolex from the streets of Mong Kok Street Market. And you can buy this very cheap. And if you know how to wear them, nobody will tell and can tell that it's fake. Alright, so can you tell which one is real, which one is fake? If you have a Rolex, probably you. No, I don't have, so I don't know. Which one, left or right? Your left, my right. So let's take a vote. Your left, that will be A. Your right will be B. Who says the real one is A? Raise your hand. B. A, B, right? A, B. Okay, so A is the real one. B. So why do you say it's B?
Because of the 30, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. That's B. The other one is, where is what stand?
Stands on the top right.
No, this is the way. Okay, the color is what the A is brighter. B is brighter. Alright, here's the point. I don't even know. And that's the thing about, listen, and that's the thing about the church. You know what? She says, listen. Many in the church think they are disciples. But just like that Rolex, they're fake. And one day, Matthew 7, verse 21, not everyone who says to me, Lord, Lord, will actually, not everyone who calls me Lord and not everyone who calls themselves Christian or disciple will actually enter the kingdom of heaven. It's only he that does the will of the Father which is in heaven. Verse 22, guess what? Many will say to me on the judgment day, Lord, hey, Lord, I did not preach in your name. Remember, I was Sunday school teacher, I taught sales group, I did the children's ministry, I did this, that, Lord. Honestly, I served you and have done many wonderful things in your name. Verse 23. I will tell them plainly, I don't even know you. I don't have a relationship with you. Who are you? Who are you? Who are you? Right? And that's a sad thing. On the judgment day, listen, we might be surprised. The people that we thought are Christians and disciples are actually what? Fake ones. Now, I'm not going to ask you this question, but probably you have to think by now. Am I a true Christian? Am I a true disciple? Or am I fake? Next slide. So, Jesus says, these are the marks of a true disciple. And he tells them at the worst possible time. He tells this to his 11 disciples who just remained. The ones who's been with him from the beginning. He says, you know what the first mark of discipleship is? Faithfulness. These are the guys who will stick with me through thick and thin and will never let go. Next, look at this verse. Let's read this again. I am the vine, and you're what? Now, look at the word that I've underlined. If you remain in me, if you continue to hang on to me, if you abide in me, then you're the real deal. If not, you're going to be thrown away and thrown into the lake of fire in hell. True disciples are going to be with me till the end. Amen? They will be with me till the end. In fact, the Greek word remain, meno, I'm going to read the definition here, and you will probably can see it more clearly. Meno, remain, means first to physically just stay where you are. Don't move. Stay where you are. It also means to continue to live, not die. To keep on keeping on. Not to change. To stay strong in one's resolve. To remain in common purpose with others. It means to survive the tough moments in life unchanged. Jesus, if you remain in me, things will just come up on you. Trials and tribulations and persecutions. It's going to be harder for you to follow me. But if you don't move and stay where you are and just hang on and be faithful to the end, then you truly are one of mine. Next slide. This is what Jesus refers to. No amount of storm can make you give up. Faithfulness. Amen? Now, I've seen a lot of Christians, they make big boasts. But, when a tough time comes, they fail the test of persecution and trials. True disciples, next slide, hold on to Jesus no matter what comes. Amen?
Amen.
We're not here for the comforts of life. We're here for Jesus. We follow Jesus. And we will never let go because we're disciples. So what's the first part of a true disciple? Faithfulness. Remain in me. Number 2. Okay? The second mark is fruitfulness. Alright? John 15 verse 7. If you remain in me, and my teachings remain in you, you can ask whatever you need to continue thriving in your life, it will be done for you. Why? Because the Father's desire for you is to bear what? Bear what? What's the adverb? Much. Not little, but a lot of fruits. Amen? What are we supposed to bear? A lot. Much fruit. And if you bear much fruit, that is evidence that you truly are my disciples. So how do you know that the person sitting in the church is a disciple? Number 1, faithful. Number 2, fruitful. Bearing much fruit. And what are the fruits that are expected of us? Next slide. Okay, of course, this is from him also. Likewise, every good tree bears good fruit, bad tree bears bad fruit. A good tree cannot bear bad fruit, neither can a bad tree bear good fruit, period. So by their fruits, you will know them. So how do you know that the person sitting beside you is a disciple? He's wearing a t-shirt, Pastor, look at the t-shirt. I love Jesus. No. He has the haircut. I used to, I went to a church where the church pastor did not allow women to wear pants. And he was saying, and I was even questioning that, if you are a disciple of Jesus Christ, ladies, you don't wear men's pants because that is worldly. And if you're going to wear a dress, you have to wear a dress up below your ankle. Because any dress above the ankle is worldly. And there's so many rules. So I said, I think I am in the Old Testament. So the church, he's making more commandments than Jesus. This is not the church for me, Lord. And I just left. If you men should have a haircut that doesn't touch your ears. Or else you are worldly. Men, you should not have facial hair that is worldly. No tattoo that is work. Lord, Lord, I know Jesus already died in the Old Testament. Why am I back in the Old Testament? Those are not the marks of a true disciple. Do you know what's a mark of a true disciple? You see it in one's life. The fruit of the Spirit, next slide. The fruit, okay, a little bit more, Joyce, then we'll go back. The fruit of the Spirit is what? Everybody read.
Love, joy, peace, forbearance, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, self-control.
And against this, no law should ever be made. I cannot force you to be gentle and kind and wear this and have that haircut. No, you cannot legislate that. Because it should come from within you. If you are a child of God, you will bear all this fruit. You'll be kind and patient. Amen? Are you kind and patient? Gentle? In control of yourself? People of peace? There's joy in you. There's love. And you know, going back, Joyce, going 2 slides before. The thing about Christians is this: if you're a true child of God, you will bloom amidst tough times. You know, people are complaining, you're still smiling. Amen? Everybody's shouting and full of hate, and you still are full of love and compassion. Amen? You bloom amidst tough times. That is a sign of fruitfulness. And now this picture. I love this picture. This is in California. Wildflowers blooming amidst the dry, arid desert place of Southern California. And that's you. You're kind amidst hatred. You're joyful amidst sadness. You're confident amidst anxiety.